Welcome back to another Paranormal Files video. Today I am reacting to a slapdown video, and this one is called "This Eerie Footage Will Add a Little Mystery to Your Day." Let's go.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slap Cam. Today we're looking at some mysterious things caught on camera. But as always, before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this.
Dude, like, I'm so on edge now. So freaking on edge.
Our first clip of the day comes from the Instagram account Russ Horror. It was captured by a security guard working the night shift at a shopping mall.
Dude, what the hell was that?
After hearing some strange noises, well after the last patrons had left the building, this security guard began filming on his phone to prove what was happening.
What the heck? These freaking chairs just moved. What the sh**? Okay.
Okay.
I'm done. Nope.
Watching that again, as he looks around the food court, a chair seems to move all on its own.
What the sh**?
Wow.
Okay.
Whoa, what the fuck?
I'm done.
After this footage hit Instagram, it quickly went viral. With thousands of comments pouring in, it wasn't too long before viewers identified the location as the Summit Mall in Akron, Ohio. The Akron area is quite famous for having numerous locations around town that are full of urban legends and haunted stories. The infamous Green Acre Mall, just 7 miles south of the Summit Mall seen in this footage, is now completely abandoned. People say it's haunted by numerous spirits, and all those who venture inside can attest to some spooky happenings. Opening in 1975, the mall was a thriving retail hub for decades. However, after some mismanagement in the early 1990s, along with consumer trends leaning towards online shopping, the mall fell into a sharp decline. The final nail came in 2011 when 2 deaths occurred on the property.
Fucking hell.
The first happened in April of that year when a man was electrocuted while trying to steal copper wiring from a power box
Yeah, what a
inside the
nugget.
mall. Then, in November, a shallow grave was discovered on the property. The body was identified as Timothy Kern, a victim of the infamous Craigslist killer, Richard Beasley.
Fucking hell.
Some Urbex vloggers have said they've heard crying inside of the abandoned mall. But when they take a good look around, there's no one ever there. So is this footage evidence of a second haunted mall in downtown Akron?
Don't know, it's really strange.
Dude, what the hell was that?
Could these ghostly happenings be somehow linked? Or is it all just pure coincidence? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments below. Have you ever been to Akron, Ohio? Let me know.
I wouldn't work there. Fuck that.
These freaking chairs just moved.
Nope.
What the sh**? Okay. I'm done.
Yep, that's exactly what I'd do. I used to get off the screen.
This next one is a bizarre little clip sent to us from a viewer known only as Farouk. It's some home security footage captured in Loudoun County, Virginia. All seems quite normal at first, when suddenly a strange light appears across the camera. It slowly gets smaller and smaller.
What the fuck is that?
Until suddenly it begins to move around quite erratically. Eventually, it looks like it gets sucked up into the street lamps across the road.
Okay,
While this
that's
is probably
very
just
fucking
lens flare
strange.
caused by the street lamps, some viewers thought it looked too strange to be just that. They'd note that it's odd that it appears out of nowhere and that nothing seems to cause it. There's no moisture and the rest of the shot remains normal. Some alleged UFO abductees have reported similar blinding, swirling lights moments before a lost chunk of time. They say it's as though the lights around them become extra bright and behave abnormally, then suddenly nothing. That's when they notice that a large period of time has passed without them being aware. Unfortunately, there's no timestamps on this footage, so we're unable to tell just what time frame these two clips happened on. Either way, it's eerie to see the lights suck back up into the lamps, and when you consider alien abduction stories, it becomes particularly unnerving to watch.
Don't believe in UFOs. Well, I believe in UFOs, but not aliens. A UFO can be anything. That is really fucking weird.
In 2021, Twitter user Natchavet was busy renovating her late father's apartment. She took a series of photos while doing the work and sent them to some friends. At first, she thought nothing of it, until one friend asked what was going on in one of the photos. Confused, the OP looked more closely at the photo. In the back, behind the camera holder, you can see a shadowy figure. At first, it looks like her shadow.
Oh,
but the more you look at it, the more
fuck
obvious
right
it becomes
off.
that what is there is separate from the camera holder. The OP was home alone at the time this photo was taken and has no idea what that black shape standing behind
That's
her.
definitely something else, it's not her.
Here's a separate photo taken at the same time of day in the same area. While there are some more things in the apartment now, you can see that the photo is taken facing a mirror. But this time, there's no dark shape looming behind her. Some viewers said it could be her late father trying to make contact, as it was his apartment after all. However, others say that they get a bad vibe from the dark figure, saying it couldn't possibly be a loved one. So, what's going on here then? Is it a shadow figure caught on camera?
It looks like
Or is it all
it.
just pareidolia, the human tendency to see familiar shapes and patterns in random stimuli? Share your theories about this one with one another in the comments down below. Our next one comes from one of our viewers, Chris Gladman. It's some home security footage that was captured in May 2022. It's after 11:30 PM when Chris gets notified that movement's been detected at his front door. When he opens the feed, he sees this.
What the fuck is that? That looks like it's in England. We don't have snakes in England.
A transparent,
Well, we do, but the
shape
grass
you see
snakes,
moving
we nowhere
on the
near
frame.
humans. What? That's fucking... That's very strange.
While at first it does seem quite mysterious, Chris came to the conclusion that it was a snake.
Nah, be nowhere near your house.
However, in the UK where this was filmed, snakes are rare, quite thin and short in length. In fact, there are only 3 species of snake native to the UK: the adder, grass and smooth snake. Chris believes that this snake caught in the footage is far too fat and long to be a native snake.
It's not a snake.
Alarmed by the incident, Chris called the local wildlife rescue department, who had no reports of a missing pet snake or anything else that might explain this sighting. When Chris had a look around his property, he couldn't find any evidence of the snake at all.
Man, looking at
Totally
it, it does
unnerving
look
knowing that a snake
very
this
much like a
big
snake.
was or still is on the property. I have no idea where it's gone.
I can't see it being a snake. Be nowhere near a house.
One of our viewers, Lucy Pimentel, caught this footage on their phone while watching some TV at their house. Take a look. The HDMI cable appears to wiggle by itself.
That's kind of sus.
Lucy says she's only seen this happen once before, but didn't manage to capture it on camera. She says the cord is only plugged into the Xbox and has no way of explaining the strange movement.
That looks like there's a string or something on there.
While this incident
can't
on its
see
own
one,
is
but
quite strange,
you never
Lucy
know.
says other odd things have happened around the home that are hard to explain. She says that her son, who's quite young, likes to get the stovetop lids and spin them like a spinning top on the ground. However, one day she came out to find a half a dozen or so lids spinning on the ground in a circle all around her son. There appeared to be far too many for just one kid to pull off. When Lucy asked her son about it, he just laughed it off and ran away. Alarmed by the incident, Lucy tried to make them all spin by herself and didn't even come close. She says that they've also seen lights in the home flickering on and off, so all this bizarre activity has Lucy considering the possibility that a poltergeist may have taken up residence in their home. So then, is this footage evidence of some kind of haunting happening in this home? Or is there another way to explain these strange incidents?
That's very debatable.
Down below.
And then again, how does it go backwards? Pass.
Before we take a look at some terrifying footage that was captured in Norway, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be notified every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Our last clip of the day proves that things don't need to be paranormal in nature to be downright terrifying. It's the middle of the day on June 3, 2020, when residents of Talvik in northern Norway hear some strange creaking sounds around their houses. Jan Egil Bakkeby is making some sandwiches when he notices the power lines out of his window ripping violently. The ground begins to shake and an awful screeching sound fills the air.
Oh, the
Bakkeby
entire
runs
fucking
to
thing's
higher
moving.
ground where he manages to capture this astonishing footage.
Whoa.
Slowly, half the town slides out to sea.
Holy shit.
Total carnage takes hold as buildings, trees, and whole properties are swept away. Astonishingly, no one was hurt in this incident.
Wow.
There was not one report of a missing person or even an injury, despite the widespread chaos. One dog was swept out with the current, but managed to swim ashore and was perfectly fine.
Fucking hell, that's unbelievable.
This incident became known as the Alta landslide. After a thorough investigation by the Norwegian Water Resources and Energy Directorate, it was found that a marine clay substrate formed during the early Holocene epoch some 12,000 years ago rapidly turned into what's known as quick clay or leader clay. This caused the massive landslide that you can see here. So thankfully, no one was hurt, and all we're left with is this astonishing footage. If you love mysterious...
Wow. That last video was... Fuck me. That was shocking. The landslide was massive. And that one with the little slithery... That's really debatable whether it's a snake or not. It could be a pet snake, but if it's not, I can't see it being a snake. Usually well, not usually. Snakes in England are mainly in grass. You very, very, very rarely see them. Anyway, I'll be Michael. I'll see you in the next video.